My beautiful Aqua gang in this thing. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful Aquarian soul family. Aqua gang. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through. It's exactly what we need to know in addition to what is already shown for us. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Please remember, guys, these messages are general. Okay, take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. Cross watchers, you're also welcome. If you happen to be dealing with an Aquarius, just place yourself where you belong in the storyline. You also do not force anything to fit. Everybody, all in together now. Let's all smash the like button, y'all. Do it. I appreciate those of you who do it every single time. It is what allows our channel to continue to grow. So I appreciate you doing that, and it's free. Okay. Shoot me a little comment down below, a little hey girl, hey. Or whatever you would like to add about the reading, feel free to do that as well. And last but certainly not least, if you haven't already made it official and you would like to join our gang, we would love to have you join the fam. Smash the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload. So, this feels current, you guys. I have to be honest, right? This feels like current, loosely involved, or just somebody that you've been on and off with, right? So it could be any of those. I have to be honest, right? As much as I want to dig into this person's ass, they are showing up with all of their shadows, like completely open, like an open book. I almost heard open wound. They're acknowledging the lack of communication on their end, the lack of effort in the ways in which they contributed to this not getting off the ground. Couldn't get this going. Failure to launch. So you can never get quite far with this person, whether this is verbally, whether this is physically, whether this is spiritually, right? All of the things. It wouldn't quite get far before the two of you were on the outs again. There's a really big communication issue here. New moon in Gemini. Gemini is known as the twin. And I feel like this person is acknowledging that they have two different sides to them. Right? One side that is fully awoken, which you see here, where this figure has the eyes open and the other is closed. The awakened side of them is the side that I feel would allow the two of you to get to a certain point in this relationship where it felt like things would eventually take off. This is the side, no doubt, that would have had you give this person multiple chances, for those of you who resonate with that, or the side of you that would have had compassion for this person, right? Like the good times is what I'm hearing. Because it wasn't all bad, but it wasn't all good either. This person is fighting a lot of demons, you guys. Things that have absolutely nothing to do with you. Struggles that they've had way before they even met you. They're only just now realizing that they're the problem. Even if you told them, even if you communicated this, even if you have expressed this to this person, we already know that communication here is ass, right? Like it's almost as if the block in communication, neither one of you could see it. There's a great deal of frustration in this relationship because I do see that the both of you wanted it to work, but this person's shadows kept getting in the way. That is the block. Here we have, what do you need to release? Now, among the many subconscious traumas, past wounds, and shadows and demons that this person struggles with, one of those is a fear of commitment, a fear of abandonment, but more so a fear of commitment, right? A fear of being open, vulnerable. It says nervous, but I get more fear than anything. Really contemplating how far the two of you could have gone if they would have just got out of their own way. Because I get this person at times opening up to you, right? With this figure having the open eyes, and then on the other side, shutting down. Or doing things to confuse you about where this is going or about how they feel. You would get glimpses of their true emotions for you, but just as quickly as it comes in, it fades or it goes away. Very inconsistent, very hot and cold. That is because of the shadows that this person is battling. What do you need to release? There's something in their past specifically. It can almost come off as like a man or a woman's scorn, because this is the behavior of someone making future people pay for the past. We have new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. And then we have gamble, right? So this person automatically views love, commitment, relationships, opening themselves up, emotions. That is risky behavior. Again, these are things that they've been struggling with way before they ever met you, but there's something about what you poured into this relationship with you showing up here in their general energy, right? New moons are about fresh energy, new beginnings, right? Something that you've never felt before, something that you have outright manifested for real, which is so ironic, right? For somebody who does have a fear of commitment, a fear of settling down, or a fear of being open and vulnerable, this is something that they want. They couldn't get out of their own way. Bring love into the situation. And then with this word situation, along with failure to launch, that's what lets me know, right? Even if there was a title on this, for some of you, it just still never felt like more than a friends with benefits or a situationship, right? Not much depth. So this person is now at the juncture where they would like to discuss and communicate taking this risk. Don't ask me if they've addressed any of these shadows. I don't know yet, right? We have to kind of dig in a little bit deeper. Something has brought them to this point, and I get it being an ultimatum for some of you, or just boundaries that you've set. Boundaries with your time, your energy, your access, needing space from this person, no longer communicating with them, or just communicating with them very little. They are acknowledging you as a wish fulfillment, or the one person that has brought this side out of them, right? Even though it didn't stay around for long, they've never allowed themselves to get this deep in terms of having feelings for someone. And I feel like this person fucked it up. They did something to push you away, or push themselves away to close back down. It was too risky. Scared shitless is what I'm hearing. So whether you believe it or not, this person is now using the L word. They are stating that you're the one that brought the love into this situation. They were willing to be receptive, but they had no idea that they were going to actually be in love as well. This person could have been really tough to deal with. They may themselves have had a lot of boundaries. Hard to open, hard to get open, hard to talk to. Yeah, something to that effect. This is only for some of you, not all of you. For some of you, this person has some crazy rules. These rules would have been set in place to protect their emotional body, right? This could have been like, I don't believe in girlfriends, I don't believe in boyfriends, or I don't believe in marriage, or it could have been, let's take it super duper slow, not knowing that that would mean that you would never get any fucking where. Could be a number of things. Really tough cookie is what I'm hearing. A hard shell to crack. There are parts of this person that have begun to soften because of you. And I feel like that is what scared them shitless. And they moved in some kind of way. They could have even said something to you to try to make it appear as if they don't have these feelings. Like reverse psychology. When they have very deep, strong feelings indeed, they didn't want you to see it. They don't want you to see it. I get this person almost feels like if they fall in love, that means that the other person has power. They could have only been in love one time before. I didn't act when I should have. Damn. This could be what they're nervous about, right? This feels loosely involved. It feels like somebody that you've been on and off with, you guys. I would be very honest about that. In and out, on and off. And this could be somebody that you're currently still engaging with. And for others of you, this missed opportunity could have already presented itself, or this is something that they are, in fact, nervous about. They're seeing, right, in real time, the things that they didn't release is what's affecting their future, or the future that they would like to have. Even if this person never told you, right? It's all in the cards. It's sort of like they manifested you, right? This is something that they desire. Whatever they went through was quite painful. It could have been a really wild betrayal. They may have vowed to themselves that they wouldn't fall again, or that, you know, they just wouldn't allow it to get that far again. That doesn't mean that they're not willing to receive love, because they are. You were giving it to them. They just never anticipated that they themselves would be the one to want to give. Powerless is what it makes them feel. And that is the shadow. That's the trauma or the demon following them. We have mistake. I wish I could right my wrongs. They never told you how they felt. And now you might not even care. Those are their words, not mine. See, I want to tell you the truth. I feel like they hid it extremely well for some of you. In fact, if you haven't heard from this person, and if the two of you do have a conversation, you're going to be shocked. This is going to knock your socks off, bitch. You have no idea. They hid it so well. I wish I could right my wrongs. So there is a signifier that this person is unpacking the things that would have led them to act so toxically, but there's still no guarantee, right? You don't always get a second chance to do that shit. There's tons of regret here, for sure, for not being prepared or ready. And For some of them, some parts of them feel like that will always remain, right? They don't know if they'll be able to heal from the past, or if they will ever be able to feel safe just being vulnerable or trusting someone in that way. Somebody really did a number on them. I'm not making excuses for them, y'all. I'm not, right? Because depending on how this person moved with you and what they did, right, what would have caused this missed opportunity, you get to decide how you feel about this. So we have somebody having some form of a revelation and wanting to reveal to you the truth about how they're feeling. This is sort of giving like wearing the heart on their sleeve now. For someone who kept it so close to their chest, they didn't show any of their cards. Fear rejection in that nervous card now. So this could be somebody who's now like, I should have acted when I had the chance, right? Because who knows if I open up now, if it will be, if you will be receptive, if Aquarius will be receptive to this, and then I would just be setting myself up now, taking a risk, right? Taking this gamble. I could end up even more fucked up than what I feel like now. We have confusion, and this is what this person has evoked in this situation. Confusion begets confusion. Chaos begets chaos, right? They themselves were confused about some of the emotions and feelings that you were evoking within them. I get this person almost felt violated. Right? Because they're trying their damnedest not to give a fuck, or trying their damnedest not to act like they care, or trying their damnedest to not think about you when you're not around, to not have all of those warm, fuzzy feelings, right? All of the things that you do feel and say when you love somebody, they were trying their damnedest to keep that at bay. But they didn't have any control. So it's almost as if, yeah, I want to receive what Aquarius was giving me, right? Like, of course they was there to receive these resources, this love that you were giving to them, extremely pure. Yeah, they feel like they were, like bamboozled. I feel unclear about where we stand. That's one of their biggest mistakes. Not reassuring you. These are their words, not mine, y'all. They're not even yelling. It's almost a whisper. So there may be some shame within that as well. Especially for those of you whose person took it too far, right? They got so scared about what they felt for you that they literally took it out on you. I'm almost hearing like history repeating itself. So for some of you, you don't know this, but what they said or what they did could have been exactly what landed them in this position. There's some guilt here about how they handled this, or just how they handled you, right? Not making it clear about how they feel about you. In fact, purposefully trying to confuse the situation to protect this illusion of themselves, right? Or to protect these guarded emotions, these traumas, right? So that they didn't have to unpack it. They are nervous to open up this door, but they're also recognizing that this is something that they have to release. Look at that. Star card. When I say that, wish fulfillment. They didn't deserve that. That's what I just heard. You didn't deserve this. gonna shock the shit out of you. Do you hear me? Did I not say that? The Tower. For some of you, this is all going on behind the scenes. You don't even know what this person is up to. They're extremely secretive about this. They're nervous. They're scared. This is going to be outside of their wheelhouse. A fish out of water. So they're keeping it quiet. The work that they're doing internally, the things that they're unpacking. For some of you, they may disappear. I'm like, it's sort of like they're like, I need to get my shit together. Did they make you cry? It's not for all of you, just for some of you. Perhaps you poured your heart out to this person, or expressed your confusion, your pain, your, doubt and insecurities about this. They definitely heard you, even if they didn't respond or even if they didn't react. They actually internalized it. Renewal. That's what they are on the path of, a renewed version of themselves. This is going to surprise you. I don't know how many times I can say that with the Tower. A shock, a sudden change. You might feel like you don't even know who this person is. If you give this any amount of time, right? Once this person reapproaches, and we'll of course look to see if that is safe to even entertain. But you're going to be quite surprised at the way that they are now, the way that they speak to you, their behavior, who they are in relationships is nothing like what they've shown you so far. In fact, they've been hiding it. They got taken advantage of. And so without even trying, because here's the thing, this person has been fully focused on themselves, right? And protecting themselves, protecting that wound, protecting, this trauma, protecting themselves from having to look at it, right? Or talk about it or go back. So this is like unintentional chaos that they have evoked in your life and others, right? A disaster is what they feel like they've created. So they're going to extreme measures. They could be going to therapy for some of you. I'm not saying any of this is going to work. I'm just reading the cards. Okay? Don't curse me down. Don't curse me out down in the comments. I'm just reading the cards. Yeah, they didn't reassure you. I almost get sadness from this person, okay? Now that they acknowledge why they are the way that they are, and they've gotten clarity on that, and have unpacked that, once they do unpack it, they're going to be able to see the whole picture very clearly, and you are showing up as the Star card, and look how they treated you. Kicking themselves. Whether that be that they made you cry, because I definitely heard that. Could have brought you to tears. Made you second guess yourself. These are all things that were done unintentionally, right? But still done, right? Like it still happened. We have the Six of Wands. They are hoping for good news. Okay? That would be their hopes for the future. To do this the right way, to actually get some movement, some progress, right? That's what the Six of Wands is about. And a dead-end relationship, right? Forever the situationship, forever the friends with benefits, person didn't take you seriously. And this is a gamble for them, right? Like I said, there is no telling, you know, how you feel about things. It's going to be different for all of you. But I see them fighting internally with themselves. They're going to have to try this, right? Because the idea of not trying feels worse than the rejection or the potential rejection. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I know all y'all got good credit, right? So y'all don't need my cosign, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look at that. They're not trying to pick up where the two of you left off. This is like a complete and totally different person. Death card, right? Transformation is showing up before I even fucking asked. This is a transformative and pivotal relationship for this person. Whether you decide to entertain this any further, this is the reason it had to happen. A totally new perspective and path is where they're trying to go. We have the Sun in the reverse. And I get this being this person's greatest fear, right? The spark being gone. The trust being gone. You know, perhaps you no longer being able to see yourself happy with them or not believing them, because the Sun can signify like clarity, getting answers. Things coming to light. People could say they changed all day, depending on how many times they've said that. I don't get that for the majority of you. I don't get that this person ever, for some of you, I don't get that this person was a type to be like, oh, I'll change, I'll change, I'll change. I feel like there wasn't any communication. You would just be on one day and off the next. That's it. There wasn't really like a sit down and talking about what has transpired, what needs to happen, the missed opportunities, right? Like boundaries or none of that. So they're willing to take a gamble on this, you guys, okay? Even if it is a setback, because they have done a lot of work, right, to rebuild themselves. You know, depending on how you react to this or what your answer is to this, if they even get an answer at all, will determine whether or not they get set back. And that might be the lesson for some of them, right? Everybody's story is not supposed to end the same way. So let's hop over to the extended, okay? So that we can truly unpack where this is all going, but mostly from the perspective of what's best for you. Yeah, I said it. Now I've given you enough grace, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. I have. And I hope you've done this work for yourself, because with every gamble, we know that there's no guarantee. Yes? Okay. So let's take a look at this person's purest feelings for you, purest feelings and intentions for the future of this connection. We see the Death card here with transformation, but we just want to double check and be sure. We're not hopping on another cycle of the same. Even though I don't see it, I'm just going to double check. We need some insurance and assurance. I would love to know even though we do see the transformative energy here, is there any karmic debt still tied to this person? That's going to be important to know, especially if you find yourself around them or engaging with them, as energy can be transferable. This is for protection purposes, energetic protective purposes, okay? I want to know the details behind the changes in this transformation. Does that benefit you? We'll then see their next steps, specific next steps, so that you can know how they're going to approach this and you can be ready, okay? We'll look at the outcome, good or bad. Whether you decide to re-engage or go in the opposite direction, we will look at the best possible outcome. What would you be setting yourself up for here? Is it possible? Is there potential here, right? What do you get out of this? Good or bad? If you decide to reinvest, we will look to see what the best possible outcome is. And then we will hop over to the new. For those of you looking to go in that direction, this could just be closure for some of you. Okay, we'll dig into the new person, what they're like, how will you potentially meet them, their characteristics, all of the nitty gritty, okay? We'll also look to see what blockages may be clouding your judgment in terms of attracting the same lessons, same people, same energies. And how does Spirit suggest you address and remove those blockages ASAP prior to moving into the next cycle, okay? We'll pull timelines on both old and new, and then we'll get your advice. So without further ado, click the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. We have a lot to unpack, so the link will be down below in the description box. I'll see y'all at the extended. Let's go.